Alrighty, hello everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
Fantastic.
Doing very well.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful week. It's a little bit cooler in Oklahoma.
Finally fall. Heaters in the morning, air conditioners in the afternoon.
Very much. Is that a Tim?
Welcome in.
Hey, welcome Tim.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
Doing some math with my son. I'm not a very good teacher, but I was never very good at math, but yeah. Seventh grade math can be a challenge.
What level?
7th grade.
Yeah,
Not that much of it.
They don't teach math the same way though that they did.
Yeah. I can do it, but I have a tough time teaching it, I think, is what it comes down to.
Well, it's because you have to teach it the way the teacher wants it, which is different than the way we learned it.
Exactly, yeah.
And so we go to try to teach them. It's like, no, we're not supposed to do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yep. New Common Core math. Yay.
Yay. Are we live or not live?
Oh, we are live.
Oh, hello, everybody.
You came in after we already came in.
It's 7:04, my bad. So.
It happens. It happens. We got a late start on ours too. We were talking through some stuff, and then I looked down and I was like, "Oh, it's 7:01. I need to go live."
Yeah.
Aha.
Well, good to be here. Good to be here.
Hot Tim.
Oh, what is that? You can't wear those glasses. Oh, you've had those from the beginning. I think I've seen those before.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
you wore them. I'm like, I can't wear these now.
That's so sad. No, we should. Okay, we'll switch it. You wear them one session. I'll wear them the next. How about that?
Mom said it's my turn with the red glasses.
I got these other ones too. I got these. Like when I'm calm, I can just wear these blue ones.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I can see your computer screen.
Yes, you can do it right. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. There's my passwords. Yeah.
Time.
Somebody will pause it and zoom in, enhance.
Yeah.
I get to see all of Tim's secrets on his character sheet.
Exactly.
Well, fantastic. Well, real quickly, we'll go through a little bit of Red Dirt news. So, pulling up here. Make sure I have everything. So, the main podcast is still on a little bit of a hiatus. They are getting ready to record Campaign 3. Yeah, they're going into Campaign 3, so that's awesome, but definitely have to wait just a little bit for that while they kind of get through a couple of those things. And then this week, Pathfinder Legends, Episode 16, The Devil You Know. So that looks interesting. And yeah. Still waiting for this week's upload. Well, maybe, nope, that was 8 days ago, so we still haven't gotten an upload for the Red Dirt Outlaws, but it should be coming soon. Last week's was Bug Dragons Don't Check Out.
What?
Yeah.
How dare you use that in a sentence?
It was interesting. It was a spider dragon. And so we walked into all the webs. Oh yeah. Yeah.
No.
Was it the
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Well, that's like levels of science you should never do.
It's super good.
Yeah. Yeah, we got into that and had that fight. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, no, that was that. So yeah, so that should be out later this week. And I believe we're supposed to have tomorrow a plausible deniability.
So
Yeah. It looks like they're going to talk about the Dungeon Master's Guide, D&D's 50th anniversary. We've got some new icons of the realm. and a composite book, it looks like. I don't know what that is.
That's a
from
little graphic
Wizards.
you're looking at there.
Yeah, in the
yeah.
extra announcements on the podcast. So, I'm also gonna do a little plug about a Kickstarter that I found. That if you're a dungeon master or anything, it is Demi. It is basically a little bitty cube that has 4 sides that gives holographic images of tokens that connects to your computer or your phone, rechargeable batteries that you can plug in and change out the minis. So no more needing to get 50 billion minis for all your encounters. You can just get a few and change them out as you go. And they look amazing. Kickstarter started yesterday.
Dang.
So check it out. If you're in the Patreon for Red Dirt, I already posted that because that's one I've been following for almost a year, as he basically hinted at it last Christmas that it was coming, and then been working through kinks and bugs and making sure he had everything manufactured set up so that he can get stuff done quickly. So, but yeah, it's already fully funded. Was fully funded in 3 hours.
Wow.
So yeah. So. But yeah, so check it out. Looks like it's a nice kind of change of pace for DMs, especially for like cons and things like that, not having to lug all of your stuff to and from, but still be able to have all those nice minis. So, but Tim, you want to talk about the Patreon?
Yeah, you can. We have a Patreon here at Red Dirt D&D. You can go to patreon.com/RedDirtDND. That's if you want to support us, and that's a good way to do it. Mike will talk about some more things, more ways to support us in a second. But yeah, you head over there. If you throw us a couple bucks, there's different tiers, of course, but at the very lowest tier, you get access to our Discord server. You get to hang out. You see the links that Andrew has posted. You get to interact with the fans and friends of the Red Dirt D&D, and and us as well. So I can't talk today, but you also get the podcast, which it's on a hiatus, but when it comes back, you get the podcast 4 days early. You get the round table whenever they talk about it's like a deep dive into the previous 4 episodes. You get that, and you different tiers. You get like T-shirts or minis, and I know we've had some delays in shipping or things like that, or with just production of some of that stuff, but hopefully we'll get back around to being able to ship this out to our patrons at those different levels. But yeah, patreon.com/RedDirtDND is where you want to go.
Indeed.
You're muted.
Michael, what else could they do if you wanted to do something different?
Yes, for those of you who wish to support what we do here and want to get something tangible for that, you can go to reddirtdnd.com. Up at the top, there's a merch tab. That'll redirect you to our merch store, where you'll find an assemblage of T-shirts, hats, drinking vessels, and hoodies, all emblazoned with Red Dirt D&D branding. You'll also find T-shirts and long sleeve shirts of Red Dirt D&D Shenanigans Unplugged, our show. So if you like what we do here specifically, you can show your fandom off to the world.
Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. You guys have any questions, comments, concerns before we delve into tonight's episode? Episode 18, A Family Affair.
I may have a complaint. So sorry.
I don't
What?
like that title, Andrew. How dare you, sir?
That's like,
Yeah.
Well, I compliment you, Andrew. I love your shirt.
It is a nice shirt. It's very comfortable. Well, all right. Well, we're going to go into our opening credits, thanking our sponsors of Pro Laser Cuts and SD-Way Gaming. And then we'll be back for Simple's recap of last week's episode, live, like she's done the last several weeks.
doing it live.
You stopped posting them separately, and honestly, they were cumbersome. And not like the
I understand.
Like a Cumberbatch, like a
like a Cumberbatch, but not less daringly dashing and witty.
All right. Well, we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser-cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook.
Alrighty. You ready for your recap?
My recap is absolutely nothing happened last week. Everything's fine, and we don't need to go talk to my family.
Nothing happened ever.
We rescued the dragon. We did our job. We set him free. He melted some people with some acid breath. It was kind of dope. There was a tentacle face guy and a brain. No, a green robe guy and a tentacle face guy. And they were being no, it was a brain and a green robe guy. A brain and a green robe guy, and they were being rude, and they ran away like the cowards they are. And we killed the giant thingies and saved the dragon and said the magic words, and Nisar and him did a little forehead touch because I guess we're like friends now. And am I missing anything? I feel like at that point we got on the boat, we went to town, and then we stopped.
Yeah.
And this, I mean,
Yep.
That's it.
You and Zahad had a heart-to-heart, I think.
Nope, that never happened. I don't know. What heart-to-heart? There were no hearts hearting. There was only driving. In silence, complete silence the entire time home. Or to Kriegord.
Yep.
So hot for 10 hours.
Yep. As Akrosa rises in the sky on the 18th. Do we want to go back and do anything? Did anybody have anything else they wanted to do before arriving in town? Or we just...
I think not necessarily do anything, but I think for Emissary, he would he'd kind of be watching over Kieran's body, and sometimes you might catch him. He doesn't really show too much emotion, but but sometimes you'd find him, he would like stroke his hair back and stuff. He'd be showing some, but he would be doing that. Throughout the trip.
Okay. Yep.
Showing him some,
as you guys rolled into town, as the sun had just risen, you notice that there is a lot more people than what you remember having been in town when you left.
I don't know if we've ever established this, but when the parasites are on people, can I see it with my magic eyes? Is it like a form of charm magic that's going on, or is it just straight up biological interface?
So it is 100% visible even to the naked eye. It
Well,
is
yeah,
not.
but I meant like when they do the popped collar trick.
Oh, when they try to disguise themselves. It is not a magic effect like a spell. It is they are being controlled. They are puppeted at that point. So there
So
is no.
do these wonderful new people have popped collars and we can't see their necks?
No.
Everybody looks good.
Mhm.
No extra growths. No wonky back humps. No tentacle monsters.
Mm-mm.
Do we see some dragonborn up in this mix?
There are some dragonborn. There are some dwarves. There are some genasi. There are some elementals. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I got 21.
I have an 11.
Sorry, let me see. If I
Okay.
Perception.
Sounds like I need to re-roll mine. All right. And inspiration. Reroll. 23.
Okay.
Murphy.
Dang.
Is this 17 or 18?
18. It is day 18.
Session 18?
Session 18 as well.
Oh,
No crazy time skips. No kidnapping. No timey-wimey nonsense.
Sure.
sure.
For now.
There was just pie. It's fine.
Oh, the pie.
Listen here. I can't help that.
Zahad, you are more busy making sure you're presentable, having spent 3 days basically in the carriage. It has amenities and things, but you still want to look your best, especially considering there are more people here now and you're not really sure why.
Putting on mascara on all my eyes on a bump carriage. It's been rough.
Murphy, you see that there seems to be groups congregating around the church and the bar tavern. Masara, with your 21, you see a familiar Aragonasi outside the church.
Nope. Okay, cool.
Hey, I think there's something going on over there. We should probably check out the church. There seems to be like something really happening.
We do have to deliver our fallen comrade's body. Although didn't melt. Is there any chance that your family would? I mean, I know that they're not of Cretanta, but should we send him to your old town?
This is one of the two.
It would be appreciated, yes.
Well, all right. I'm not quite sure what to do with him in the meantime.
Where are you going to park, Nasara?
By the inn?
Okay.
And I will take Kieran with us if we're heading to the church. Yeah.
Well,
and if not,
I think
yeah.
So we're going to take him to Druntachin, right? Not to the Kriegord Church, to Druntachin Church?
We do that via Zahad, right? You could get something to help us out. We do the teleportation stuff with you.
Again, I was told that you wanted to bring the corpse ourselves, so I canceled the instantaneous teleportation that we had set up to deliver him all the way there. So that's gone. That's no longer an option. So we're gonna have to travel again, probably in 2 weeks. With But I'm happy to do it.
Does anybody know any kind of magic that can like preserve? He's gonna quickly start going south in quality.
Yes, because he'll be returning home, of course.
No, I mean if we're gonna be a couple weeks out from getting him to Drindachen,
quality.
He's gonna ripen.
Unfortunately,
So we'll be ready to move on. You're absolutely right. It takes some time, I know. Can we get inspiration? Come on.
Yes, I was letting it go.
I mean, not literally south. I mean, like
it's on the top of the map, right?
Yeah, the south at the top of the map, not the south at the bottom of the map.
I only have spare the dying, not spare the living from the dying or the dead. So, Melt, as noble as your intentions are, perhaps the sooner the better. Or we could perhaps ask
As you're
the
having this
priest.
conversation,
Yes, you could do
there
that.
is
Yeah,
a
you could-
knock on the
No.
door.
On our
Not
Winnebago.
selling. Thank you.
Can we see outside? Like
It is a water genasi.
Ah, cool. Okay. Melt, I think they're here for you.
We
For
shove
no
it out
particular.
Is that someone I know?
Do all water ganasis know each other?
No, that's
No, it's more of a. Is it part of my family? Is this like, or is it not? That's what I want to know.
family.
Are you opening the door, Melt?
Yes.
There stands before you a well-clad soldier, your brother, in full regalia.
Brother, huh?
Change, huh? Didn't take you long to get here.
It has been 4 days. How long do you think it takes for one to get from Druntachen to Kriegord, Melt?
Zahad, didn't we do that in like a day or two? Like a lot quicker than he's saying.
I'll instantaneously do the math. How long, on average, does it take somebody to get here with a carriage? And how long did it take us? Because I remember there were several...
Yeah. It took us like 6 days, didn't it?
Took us a long
Like,
time.
because we had to stop at the underground place.
There were multiple rests in between.
Oh yeah, I was a bit distracted by the whole not having. Well,
there was a
sometimes having
dragon.
hands.
There was
okay.
There was the flood. There was the cave. There was the other cave in the cave.
Like we didn't head straight here from.
Okay, that's fair. That checks out.
We've been here for 3.5 days.
Pardon me, Melt. Who is this beautiful person?
This would be my brother.
Ah, brother, do you have a name?
Yes. Okay. Melt knows it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of like looking behind the curtain.
Andrew, is he going to introduce himself to Zahad, or am I going to
figure that out? Because I don't.
Was it Dew?
Andrew also doesn't know his name. So they're both looking furiously because he set this up, but he wasn't prepared. Because the one thing you never ask the DM is, NPC, what is your name?
His sister's name was Teardrop.
Melt will introduce you to him. It's just.
Sounds like it's time to make up a name.
Yeah, I can tell. It's your
No.
It was already made up.
There's
Melt's
a
sister,
name.
and there's a bunch of hearts around it. Yeah, that's good.
I'm looking too, Michael. Hold on.
Oh, embarrassing. Got him.
Melt remembers this shit. It's just that I don't, and we are where we are. I don't know what you want from me. The one thing I didn't write down in my damn notes. Nope, sorry.
I thought it was Dew or something. Wasn't it like Dew, or am I getting that wrong? No.
No, the other one's name was Teardrop.
No, I think Dew.
Miss.
Mountain Dew, maybe?
His name is
Brother is Dew Silvermark.
Yep.
Oh,
There we go.
Well done, Tim.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
Yep.
job, Tim.
Thanks. His middle name is Moist.
No.
No.
That's not, that's not very.
They thought about it, but it was too unpleasant.
So give me-
Yes, exactly.
what is your name? Right. Being
Mr.
suave.
Zahad, this is Dew Silvermark. Dew, this is Zahad.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Zahad. I apologize that it's not on better terms, but I believe you have one of my comrades in arms.
Oh, you were here for Kieran.
Yes.
He's just over here.
Yes, please come aboard.
He steps in, and everybody gets a first view. He is in full plate mail.
Mhm.
The whole carriage tilts
Yeah.
a little bit, like.
You see, he has a great sword strapped to his back.
Ooh.
And everybody's gone. He kills everybody. All right, Simple, you're back.
Vapors.
Tim, you're back.
Yeah.
That would be a really cute name for your kid.
Michael, you're back.
That's awesome.
Colin, you're back.
Wes
Corey, you're back.
Yay.
some sublimation going on here between you two. I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm feeling a way about this gentleman. Oof.
As he walks to the back, he sees you, emissary, kind of sitting near. And he sees him and just kind of nods.
We didn't really have time to clean him over the 3 days we've been driving. Also, the spears that are still left in him. Also,
I
there were some
prepared his
birds.
body while we were there.
Yes, she did.
No.
I even did
fell
the
off
fun
his body.
and rights.
Fell off
Yep.
once. The wolves got him for a little bit. It was
No.
hard to get him back.
He turns around after a second, walks back, places a hand on your shoulder, Melt. He stands probably about a head taller than you.
Ooh, he's bigger than. Ooh, my.
And he says, "We will take care of our fallen." And he steps out, and you hear him, give a whistle. And two gentlemen come to him, stand at attention, and he nods, and they board, and they basically take looks like a cloth over Kieran, and as it does, it completely encapsulates him in almost a clear crystal, and they pick up the ends of the crystal and walk him out of the carriage.
That's very sanitary. That's a good spell.
Does it like float out like the?
No, they are literally
Boba Fett?
physically,
Okay.
yeah. It's not like a Tensor's floating disc situation.
Not
It's
Not as
yeah,
good. So they're leaving.
they are walking out with him. Yes.
All right, out the window of the carriage is the Hod. One tear handkerchief. I hate to see him leave, but I love to watch him go.
Before we continue on, if you all would do me this great kindness, my name is Sarah, and I would like to activate my hat of disguise and turn into a dwarf, a brunette dwarf with dark, like muddy brown eyes, and just the most plain dwarf I can manage.
Okay.
Just completely not anything remarkable.
That name was not part of your dossier, Nasara.
It is. I'm so sorry. I do not know who Nassar is. My name is Sarah. It's very nice to meet you.
Okay.
Well,
I look
actually,
at
we've
Zahad and then back
we've
at
been traveling together for a while. You'd think you'd know my name by now. And I'm going to get off the carriage and go check on our rooms, avoiding the new people.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, please wait. Don't stop.
I
Well,
feel
don't
like
do this by yourself. Please allow me to accompany you.
I offer him a hand to help him come on down.
Upper strength save.
I will join Zahad and Sarah here. Yeah. So I'll help him. Yeah. You don't want
Yeah, I look a
with
lot
you.
more buff than I am right now.
to do
Yeah, as you guys go inside to check on accommodations, you see inside is already lively and bustling. A group of people is eating breakfast, talking loudly. The Furbolg is already talking with patrons as she motions at you all to have a seat at the bar top.
Did we see the two we sent ahead?
You do not.
Oh, that's right.
Zahad, would you mind talking to
Madam
the
Moonbreeze.
yes, and finding out the whereabouts of the kobold and the elven gentleman we sent ahead of us a couple nights ago? I believe our rooms are no longer good because we only had them for 3 nights,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Hmm,
has now been 4.
Oh,
But no,
it's been 8.
why has it been 8?
It took you 3 days out and 3 days back,
Oh, that.
plus the
well,
rest.
Got it.
okay.
That's true.
Well, then they showed up and we didn't have a room for them, and we're horrible people.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be good to know if we've run up a tab inadvertently.
That's true.
Madam Moonbreeze, so good to see you.
Moneybags.
The name is Zahad.
Right. Zahad.
How are you this fine day?
I am well busy. The town is a bustle with news and comeuppance.
Oh, I see. What's the news?
That people, bodies have been found in the cave that was told to be forgotten.
What? You want to try that again? They lost the cave and they had bodies in it?
Don't play dumb. We know that you were there.
Oh,
You lost one of your own in that cave.
interesting how word travels.
You had the Druntachians here.
It is true, I did call for assistance. Well, Madam Moonbreeze, I come
Wait,
making a question.
which cave?
The Forgotten One.
Corey, I think your mic is coming through your webcam again.
Oh no, lower your microphone.
Oh, that's true.
There we go. Is that better? Okay. Which cave?
The one to the south of town?
Anyway, Madam Moonbreeze, I come begging a question. My compatriots and I have sent a kobold with an elf here. He should have arrived by now. Have you any idea where they've been?
They've been in the room that you let transpire without getting all of your stuff out.
What stuff was left in this room?
There was some clothes, some furniture, a couple of books.
Well, I'm happy to pay the tab on that room now. I am terribly sorry. Thank you for keeping it for my friends.
It's definitely it's fine, Mr. Zahad. Definitely. There was a dwarf woman who appeared in that room too. Was she a friend of yours as well?
It may be one of my friends. I have lots of those. Would you mind describing her or telling me their name?
Yeah. Let me think. Name.
Don't you
Mm.
dare.
You know he dares. You know he's been daring.
Her name was Cerebel, I believe.
Sarah Bell?
Uh-huh.
All right. Time to open up some filing cabinets in his mind palace. 1 second. I just need to.
It's Syrabil.
How would you spell that?
It's Syrabil, Sirabil.
All right. I need to see what my history bonus is. Oh, it's an 11 now. So I rolled a 7 plus 5, 12 plus 11 is 23.
Never heard the name before in your life.
What did she look like, if you'd be so kind?
Kind of strong. In fact, as she points over towards Sarah, kind of like her.
Oh, isn't that interesting, Sarah? Well, shit must have been before she was able to join us, of course. Not that I'm going to have any questions about your whereabouts, Sarah. However, I will, again, be happy to pay for that room.
Wonderful. We can just keep a tab. Do you need it again for this evening?
One moment, please, madam. We need to confer. Group huddle!
Very quickly, did Syrabil say what she was here for exactly?
What did she say? She said she was looking to enhance a structure, I think, and was doing some research.
Understood. Thank you very much. Huddle.
Are we huddling? Hello?
I'm just gonna stand in the middle with Mercy, and you tall people can.
We have 2 tall, 2 short, and 1 guy.
Did she say she was in our rooms? Like she went into the rooms that we had?
Yeah.
Do we get an idea of how
So first question actually
honest
is
this person's being?
Yeah, insight check.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 13. I trust her.
I have people that detect lies for me. They're just not here.
So we don't know who the Cerebel is.
I don't know. 6.
Oh, insight.
Oh wow, I didn't roll bad. 19.
Zahad, you feel like she is keeping things from you, but is being truthful about portions of it.
Well, she's level 20, so I'm not going to bother intimidating her because everyone's stronger than us, right?
Lie of omission.
So we're going to keep that just thrown away because it doesn't matter. So, Sarah, who is you and why were you here in our rooms?
I am Sarah. This is Syrabil. We are different people. And I don't know why she was in our room. I don't know how she.
And you're gone. You're gone.
Kill her with my mind.
Wow.
I did that.
There's a 19 for you.
And I bring her back to life. Wow. Now that you've experienced death again, do you have something to say to the rest of us?
I do not know why she is here. I do
Who
not
is
know.
she, though? How embarrassing you must share and divulge of something important and important to yourself.
Oh, she
Tara, she was
is.
in my rooms. How did she
As
get there?
the front door opens and you see a dwarf walk through, a little bit taller than Sarah, a little bit stronger, hair tied up,
Colin's
same
room.
complexion. And she walks in and takes a seat at the bar as you all are huddled up.
The
Is she alone?
Mm-hmm.
did she notice Sarah?
She
Are you going
didn't.
to answer that question yet, Sarah?
She did not acknowledge. She walked right by you all without acknowledging your existence.
You better start talking, or I'm about to make up new friends, Sarah.
I don't think that it is necessary to bother Sierra Bell. Sierra Bell with our. Okay, listen here. Okay, look at me. She's my mom.
Oh.
But I'm not ready for
Oh,
this.
Andrew, does she look hot?
What?
Sarah's mom has got it going on.
That's funny.
Inspiration.
Wow.
No giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No, I don't get inspiration. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. You didn't mention though, Andrew. Is she hot?
She
In a buff way.
She is
Oh, she's just
Probably-
like my other wife.
yeah.
That's right.
But she also has this air of intelligence to her.
Just
Mhm.
like
She- She's a
Oh, yeah.
she's a craftsperson. She's got rough, calloused hands, but a very tight, neat, very intricately braided hair, and
Great. Reads.
Yeah, no, that
She
sounds
looks
just
like she reads.
truly. That sounds just like my wife Gilda. It's very honest, actually. That's like very, very cute. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go make a new friend because you're not telling me everything.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. She's an architect.
How would
She
you my
shouldn't
room?
be here.
Why
I
is your
don't
mother
know
here?
Why-
I
Why is
don't
your mother
know.
a dwarf?
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. We don't choose who our parents are.
Oh.
Goodbye, Colin.
Oh no.
And Todd walks away to go.
I am master of death now.
No, he's
Oh,
gone to go talk
Dropping like
to.
flies.
He's
You
gone
only
to go
live in
talk
my
to my
will.
mom. He's ignoring us.
Cyrabelle, so nice to see you again. I hope you enjoyed your room.
Welcome back, Sahad. Did you
Yes.
walk over?
Yes, indeed. That
Okay.
was my opening line. Me getting disconnected by Streamlabs was simply a way of reaching the position.
As she turns to you and says, "Ah, Master Zahad, it's a pleasure that you have finally returned from your escapades. We have much to talk about.
Indeed.
If you would please gather your comrades and my daughter and meet me upstairs."
You say that as if your daughter is not one of my deepest and closest comrades. As you said Conrad and not comrade, right?
Yep.
Hilarious.
It's the accent.
Yeah,
It's the
No.
accent.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's Dwarvish. It's Dwarvish.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, even before she said that, Nasara was already heading up the stairs. She was like, I'm gonna avoid this situation. And then we hear, meet me upstairs. I was like, oh god. No.
Daughter, come back.
Conrad,
Oh,
come
good.
back.
So yeah, going upstairs,
Wolf.
doing the thing.
I will offer her my arm.
She will gladly take it.
Like, hurts my back because I've got like 5 feet on her.
Ooh, what if Zahad's gonna be your daddy?
He better not. I already got it down.
Just there's a goalie.
As-
You can't score.
As you are doing that, all of a sudden you end up standing straighter up as she is on like a tensor floating disc.
Oh.
And so she is walking with you, but more at the proper height so that it doesn't hurt you in the process.
So I'm pulling her along. Excellent.
Ish. I appreciate the chivalry. It's not very often that you find a gentleman of your stature out in the world.
It's true, I'm very tall.
Yes, yes. I'm sure your parent is very impressed with the accomplishments that you have endeavored.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that, unfortunately. Now, which room is ours currently, Cyrabelle?
It's the same one, so it's up the back. We have to go outside, up the back, and around the 3 stairs, and through the 3 doors.
Then a right, a left, and then another right, if I recall.
I believe that was correct. You've got a good memory.
It's the only thing I have going for me currently. That besides having a wonderful woman on my arm.
Oh, you shouldn't. As everybody gets into the room, and she looks around and says, "All right, I'm sorry that one of your party did not make it through this endeavor. But first and foremost, she claps her hands. And Nasara, you see the magic around the room shift as she has created basically a pocket dimension where no sound gets out so that you all can freely talk. You can't be scryed.
We're just going to go ahead and turn back into normal Nasara at this point because there ain't no point in all this. But normal, like disguised Nasara, not other Nasara. We don't talk about other Nasara.
Yes,
She-
that deep down below where no one ever
She-
talk about it.
Hey.
Your mother looks at you, Nasara, and says, "Well, if that's what you're most comfortable with, dear."
As it is currently, how can we be of assistance to you, madam?
Well, it's not so much of how you can be assistance to me, it's how you've already been assistance to me and my cause.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
You all stumbled upon something that is grave and dangerous, and yet pursued it even in your own peril, and freed a kindred spirit, and brought to our attention a problem that we needed to rectify quickly. So thank you for
Okay.
that.
All right, real quick. A problem that we need to rectify? She's talking as if it's a third-party group. Is she part of a government of another city?
She is not.
I think she's meaning more like a collective we, like we're gonna have to do something about this.
Darn it.
Nasara is going to sit in one of those big poofy chairs and just kind of sink in. Just kind of existing.
First and foremost, Melt, darling, I don't think you need to have that magic on you anymore. And she snaps her fingers, and you feel the Gias gone.
Oh, thank you. The lady downstairs is evil.
She is not evil.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oh.
She is a broker of sorts.
She tried to kill me.
No. She
Well-
needed information.
To be fair, I almost killed myself. It was bad.
You tried to kill yourself, Melt. No.
Zahad, you remember when I told you to take things and I started telling you things and then I coughed up blood?
That's happened a few times now, I'm afraid.
Fine. It's fine.
In Melt's mind, it's just him throttling Zahad.
I expect you to recognize my sacrifices anyway.
I
Yes, no, I
understand.
Recall, Melt.
I understand the problems that created, but I see that you all survived it. So, Nasara, dear, What exactly have you informed them of? So that I don't have to waste my time repeating.
Um,
If I
as
may,
much of it as I know myself, it seemed prudent to activate emergency protocols. I hope that the council will agree with that assessment.
Well, once the situation is resolved, then the council will convene and they will make that determination. I
hi,
cannot.
sorry. Please just explain what exactly is the council?
'Tis a group of elders of the walkers that are responsible for maintaining the secrecy, location, and populations of every node throughout Beatrix and the realms.
Uh-huh. Right, I'll just stop thinking about that then. Very good. Don't I have a book about this, Andrew?
You do?
Nasara has already told you guys about this. I know
Yeah,
it's been
I
a
think-
hot minute
Yeah,
IRL.
she has told us. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Okay.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
all talked with in front of the Black Dragon.
yeah,
the
with
Horizon
ISO.
Walkers.
It's been a hot minute,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
It's been yeah.
Our characters remember.
Yep.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
of course. Who else would have such an impeccable memory?
Like a
Um,
steel trap.
Melt,
You notice
take an inspiration for that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, she looks and she says, "Okay, well, it seems that ISO also deemed you worthy for protecting of our secret as well. So, I will not beat around the proverbial bush, but just lay it out. Something, someone, somewhere has been attacking different nodes for some scheme that we are unaware of. This is the first time that we have been notified of a position prior to it completely going dark. The fact that you stumbled upon it is nothing short of a miracle in and of itself.
I wouldn't say we stumbled. It was a calculated endeavor that I've been after for some time. Investigating, number crunching. We've all done this for some time, including with Melt's help, even though he's looking to the gods for inspiration currently. He laughs simply because he knows it is true.
Well. Okay. I'm sure you all have more questions than potentially Nasara was able to answer at that moment in time. Please feel free to ask what you would, and I will answer to the best of my knowledge.
Am I paying for this room still, or are you paying for this room?
This room has been completely taken care of for,
Excellent, that's it.
and the money that was spent prior has been returned to your account, Zahad.
Ah, that's very kind. Well, I just want to get that out of the way because paperwork stacks up while you're having fun conversing with wonderful people. My first question is, are you aware of the green hooded men?
I am not. We have heard rumblings from a rat mill of some individual that has been orchestrating problems. Master Zahad, you know of the shortage of food coming out of a rat mill, yes?
Correct. Following the Nightfall event.
Correct. That seems to have been rectified by a group of adventurers most recently. The monsters that were in the farms and attacking seem to have retreated for now, and the farmlands are recovering.
Oh, sounds like they know what they're doing. Incredible. We can probably count on them in a future point in time. Perhaps work collectively as one another. Yes.
That might be a possibility. We do not know for sure, but
Probably be several years in the future. Absolutely.
Mhm. Anyways,
At
anybody?
least 2030.
20, 30 years, yes.
Anything else?
I mean, just as a quick recap, so we can. But so the Horizon Walkers, they're in charge of protecting soft points between like between like the planes, right? Between our world, Beatrix, and other.
Correct,
planes,
and
all
between
different
the other
realms.
planes. Yep.
And do we know that? Does each plane just have one soft node, or that they protect, or are there multiple? Or it doesn't.
Several.
There's lots.
There are
of those.
several.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, go for it.
I was gonna say, and how she's talking, she seems to be. Is she a council member? I would ask that. Like, is she? Does she seem like she's one of the?
I am
rank
not.
it, or we'll look to-
I am the wife of a current elder of a node leading to Vonkabu in the Bow Plains, where Nasara and Trag are from, as they are
Yes.
both my kids.
I do have one.
That's my brother. That's my brother who you. That was in the dossier. Zahad would know that.
Yes, I'm acutely aware.
Yeah.
I know everything, of course.
I do have it's maybe a simple question, but why keep this your organization a secret? Would it not be better to have more people to help to control these places or to protect them? You would have the backings of cities or governments or the marquee here that could provide assistance in protecting these places.
The decision?
Military might of Adkirk can be of assistance to anyone, but unfortunately, I think the problem here is that the other cities do not believe or recognize situations as the Nightfall event that happened previously.
I see.
Is that wrong in saying?
It's not wrong in part. These positions have been in place since the birth of time. At the convergence, these nodes sprang forth and were points that people and entities freely crossed through. And the original council saw fit to basically put gates and barriers in place to prevent this. Over time, we just simply fell out of common understanding of the normal populace as the world continued. I mean, we've been guarding these places for almost 2,000 years.
No, I can understand that.
So it's not something that like we chose not to let people know about it. It's just been easier to keep it to ourselves.
I understand.
Is she being honest?
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, insight check. I think that would make.
That one, it's my mom.
Embarrassing. I'm not going to roll. I believe her.
I'm
yeah.
I'm too busy thinking about the question I want to ask.
Yeah. It's like Gollum in the One Ring, right? It fell out of existence for 2,500 years. Just people just weren't paying attention. It was nothing
like
was going on.
There's still rumors and things out there, yes, but
books.
Well, no, there aren't. Nasara, you know this.
Oh.
You guys talked about this, the fact that there are supposed to be no books
But there
out
are.
there. And that the people that once you go in, you don't usually come out.
Where are Father and Trudy?
He is still back at home. He had duties to fulfill. The council saw fit to seek volunteers from a few nodes, and since it involved you and your brother, I decided I could be of some assistance in helping reestablish the protections.
Your architectural brilliance will be of much use. The structures are devastated completely. I don't know if you've visited yet, but what about Trudy? Is she okay? Is she doing well?
She was not informed of what was transpiring. She had other things that needed to be taken place.
Who is Trudy?
My sister.
Of course. Drag, Trudy, and Nasara.
Well, her full name is not that. Her full name is Elphatrude. But hi, baby.
Dice Fairy gets sparing gifts. I think we all get inspiration.
Yes, the dice really gives. Oh, look at Daddy.
This break is brought to you by Dice Fairy.
That's right.
It's
Indeed.
a fairy that
Inspiration for all.
Yep, everybody take one.
Woo!
She's in a good mood. We've had a good couple of days. Dice Fairy for the win.
Excellent.
She's been taking sleep training, so proud.
Also,
That's important.
Mm-hmm.
in the interest of full disclosure, although I'm pretty sure you probably already know, the broker downstairs knows more about your organization than you probably wish common people to know. Might have been thanks to me and my.
No, she knew that information prior. Why do you think she was here?
Oh, well.
Does she work for you?
Yes, she's a safeguard.
Yeah.
Here I was planning on, at some point, asking our military forces of Abkirk to come and seize these lands.
No, it's one of those things is we have to have some that are on the outside in order for goods and services to be exchanged, information to be exchanged sometimes. And she is a compatriot.
Cyrabel, I must tell you, I've been sharing information with my associates in Abkirk. So this is no longer a singular incident. It is in tandem with the Nightfall event. Which means, I believe, the cities are going to start communicating with one another as I wished. Are you going
Are you going to silence him?
Wow, we are having so much fun with Streamlabs tonight.
Hello?
You're back. You asked, "Are you going to?" and then you were gone.
I combusted.
Yep.
Are you going to join, ideally, this circle of kingdoms I'm proposing?
As I said, we'll clean up this mess, and then the council will decide what our next steps are.
Is it within the purview for your council to become, if not public, then part of this circle of, ideally, multiple governmental bodies within Beatrix?
It might be. As I said, I don't know. Things are different than they've ever been before. We have had... This is the 8th node that has gone dark, or attempted to go dark, in the last 10 years.
Have you been to the node yet?
We have. Some healers are with ISO, preserving her strength.
Her child is free and has returned to her.
That happened about a day ago, yes.
We need a flying dragon carriage. at me. Got there a day ago. We could get everywhere so much faster. Pardon me and my outburst, of course.
We have teleportation spells.
The world at large has them, but our group is still
Okay,
learning.
that's fair.
And everyone's higher level than us. Sorry, what were we talking about? I phased out there for a moment. My last question for you, dear Cyrabel. You're still together with her father, correct?
Yes, we are happily together.
That's wonderful. I'm very happy to hear it. How can we be of assistance moving forward?
Moving forward, we have people that are moving into place to reestablish the node. Volunteers from our other nodes are being placed to repopulate.
I am just very casually staring daggers at her. Insight, if she's talking about who I think she's talking about.
Mhm.
That's a 7. I'm just assuming she is talking about who I think she's talking about, because why the heck else would they be here?
Don't keep it to yourself. What are you talking about, Nasara, out loud in front of all of us?
I'm not. That was in my brain. Oh my goodness.
I'm here too, Nasara. Sorry.
We ask that you continue the investigation into the green-robed individual that stole a protector in training. And see
that again?
And follow the path that you've already been moving down. But let us work on reestablishing the node so that you all don't have to worry about that and can just pursue wherever this investigation takes you.
You said they stole. I'm sorry. They stole what? You said a protector. They stole. What was that?
Yes,
Iso's child.
Oh,
Iso's
sorry.
child. Yes, the
Yeah,
protector in
okay.
training.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry.
There are several potential places to look towards. There is the Monastery of Dragons up in the mountains to the north. You could go and check on those in the floating mountains to the south.
We heard that they were having their own dragon problems.
That is very interesting that another dragon is causing a commotion. Druntachan's libraries that the squids protect definitely could have some valuable information. We could potentially help get a audience there to try to gain access. But then also there are a few other spots in the basically the crazy places of Crimrise.
Are there any other nodes that haven't reported in recently that we should check in on?
There is another node here on Crimrise. It is closer to Kostafo. It has been checking in regularly. But it would probably wouldn't hurt to visit them as well. But then there's also the problems inside of Abkirk as well that may need to be investigated.
Well, I know that we originally said that once our task was accomplished in retrieving Iso's child, we were going to go back to check on them ourselves, and then take a pit stop to see Murphy's family, because they have not been heard from in a minute, and then return to Abkirk. Do we want to adjust our plans, friends?
Uh,
I assumed from there we'd probably journey to Druntachan, given the dragon situation.
If I may, I hired you all for a job. Is that incorrect?
Is the job not completed? We've discovered the cause of the missing people and returned many of them to Krigord. Are there other instances that you know about, Zahab?
I'm simply going to ask if you've decided on your payment, Nasara. One lawful request.
I have not, unfortunately. I bid your patience with me.
It's all right. Andrew,
Yes.
you had me for like 2 sessions out FaceTiming, if I recall. During those communications, was Zahad introduced to situations in Abkirk?
Yes, you would have been apprised of a couple of almost riots in the school. Not really sure what caused that comeuppance. But then you've also had a couple of reports of people ending up not where they were thinking they were going. But it's just been kind of flagged as a weird occurrence. It's only happened a handful of times.
Sounds like someone's messing with your magic matrix.
Good. That's not worrisome at all. What are these other crazy places of Grimrise you mentioned, Cheerville?
I'm pretty sure you experienced some of them where magic just is weird.
yes.
What a way with words.
Uh,
Right.
Int build, not charisma.
Very well. Well, it seems that we have 6 ways forward as of now. What are our thoughts?
I still think it's of the utmost importance to check in on Murphy's family.
Colin doesn't remember why.
They just, I mean, Corey.
We're afraid that they're afraid that they're missing, I think, as well, or something.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
remember.
they also live in a swamp, and the last couple places that got hit was a swamp, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the think? Is that what that's
And
the thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think so.
plus, Emissary Village is up that way too. So if we wanted to pop in to like
Yeah.
take a look, I know previously Emissary and Zahad have been up there to look around for things,
But not with the rest of the group, yeah. And it's not too far away. I mean, Andrew would begin, yeah. We'll take a look, see where it's on the map. But it's up in that general direction.
Yeah.
But we're looking for instances of known disturbances, though, right?
Yeah.
As far as
I
I
guess
when I left, I mean,
they were still there.
fine. Yeah,
Mhm.
everything was fine. Just our
Well,
idol was
If I
missing.
may, as good as it would be to check in on the village as well as Murphy's family, I do not see these things as matters of import at the moment.
Well, if we could at least get some sort of correspondence in order. If we
I
should,
sent them both mail if they would reply.
well, that
Well,
Mailing
there,
ads of
there
known
are
the swamp is hard to reach.
there are other methods. We could scry on them.
That seems invasive.
perhaps. Well, we know of something going on in Abkirk, right?
Ultimately, that
That's
is
close
where
enough
we
to where
should-
I'm from. Well, Spriggan Hollow's
Yes,
down the road.
that was my idea. Was we do a little loop and then boop, little loop. Boop.
And
Yeah,
take the
and we can
teleportation
scry.
to
We can scry in
John Tosh
Abkirk.
after that.
We could
Yeah.
also scry in Abkirk.
Can't scry here.
Yes, we can.
It's
Well, who has
just
scry?
Oh, the magic shop. You can buy a spell scroll of scry. They're not very expensive.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yes, of course.
Interesting.
He said without checking how much they
Yeah.
cost. I don't believe they're very expensive.
So there's Abkirk, the crazy places, the floating mountains, the monster of dragons, or we just go straight to the Druntochin library for more information.
No.
What are we going to look at in the Druntochin library?
She said that, or Angie, you were saying that they're like the library is guarded by like the squids and stuff like that. But they could maybe some more information.
Yes. It is guarded. Well, the squids are the royalty, and myself and Zahad may have met them. And
but that would be
Oh,
like,
do you
maybe
mean
more hidden knowledge.
Kraken?
yes,
Oh, Kraken are underwater though. And
yes, you were there
Syrinscape-
previously. You didn't seem to like it very much.
No, let's not go
And I'm afraid
there.
that if we go back there, I'm going to have a trident in my back again, and Zahad is going to say some inappropriate things about my sister. So,
And
Sorry,
brother.
excuse
and
me.
brother now apparently.
But we could go back to go to Spriggan Hollow or stop by my village. When you go to Abkirk, check that out, and then teleport to Druntochin. We could do that.
Although, to be fair, I feel that the dragon up there is probably going to become a problem sooner rather than later.
As exciting as it would be to die fighting a dragon as in Tales of New, because there are no Tales of Old.
Well, I don't think we were planning on fighting dragons. I think we were planning on
Checking in.
saving them.
The dragon that was attacking the floating mountains.
Yeah, the dragon up there is less of the
The
saving type.
dragon,
yes.
if I recall correctly.
There are different kinds of saving.
You are not incorrect.
We could attempt to save their soul, redeem them, find out what they hope to accomplish.
All right, Andrew. I want to do a politics check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Probably based off of history, because it's the knowledge of everything.
Mm-hmm.
What move would be the best for our group to go after that serves both the purpose of Abkirk as well as the world at whole for the way that Zahad wishes?
Okay.
And
Oh.
of course,
Yeah, and being intelligence, yeah.
okay. I mean, it's above 10. One moment. Just intelligence, not history.
You could add your proficiency to it, yes.
Is the Marquis proficient in politics?
Yeah, we talked about this. That's why I majored in history.
Mm-hmm.
Math 27. 13 plus 3.
Yeah. As you are thinking through it, the issues in Abkirk are a nuisance at the moment, but don't seem to have reached the level of needing the Marquis. If that makes sense, you have people that are supposed to be handling those kind of things.
Mhm.
You've already delegated.
Yeah. You pre-delegated.
You act like I'm somebody really big. I'm on the ladder, but I'm nowhere near the top.
Right.
You were on the Zoom call when the delegation happened.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you know that those things are going. You know, Murphy's family not being contacted. I mean, that Spriggan Hollow was a new thing to you when he showed up. The fact that there was actually a village outside your town, your city.
Quick question. Hey, Murphy, when's the last time you guys paid taxes?
What's that?
Yeah. I'll have to hit him with the book.
No hablas inglés.
So bad.
Druntachin presents its own set of political nightmares, just because it is another mega city, with its own rules and regulations, and the fact that one of your party seems to have been told to stay away. But it does present a chance to gain allies politically in this endeavor, as well as maybe some valuable information. Could also be good for equipment, because of the forges in the underwater city. Emissary's town is still a mystery to you. You're not sure what transpired there. And so that has always bugged you.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not sure that it's connected to the current investigation that you're on, if that makes sense.
They all went missing or something, right?
Basically, Emissary shut down, and then when he came to, nobody was there. No bodies, no blood, no nothing. And the other options are great potential in the side of the investigation. You know that people from the dragon kind have gone missing, which is on the way to the dragon temple that she just spoke of, which could also have some good information because dragons, are knowledge seeking as well. Being offsprings of Sidhu himself. And then always...
I thought they were from fire.
No.
No,
the Ifrits are from fire.
Yep. Dragons of themselves came from Sidhu, from the airplane, and then branched out and melded with the other planes to get our different sets of dragons. So, but the originals come from Sidhu.
Okay.
Very good.
Kraken are from water, giants are from earth, genies are from fire, dragons are from air.
Okay. The floating mountains, dragon attack.
Yeah, that's weird. Like, this is the second time you've heard this dragon going on a rampage. It has been transpiring. This is the second rampage in 5 years of the same dragon. The last group of adventurers that went up to it, only like 2 or 3 survived. One of which from the dossier was your fallen compatriot.
Yeah, we can't talk to his body anymore. The body's gone. Oh well.
That's true.
Right. So I've been in my mind palace for what feels like 30 hours, putting together all the information. When in truth, it's been like a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
So we're ruling out Abkirk, if just for now.
Sure.
I think we're going to rule out crazy places of Crimrise just for now because it's not specific enough. The node by Kostafo is out of our reach unless we go to Druntachin. So as of right now, it's nothing to worry about. So we have Monastery. You guys remember that big long list that I made forever ago in the other game?
Yep.
Colin's
do.
Concerns. I remember I named it that.
Yeah. To do
Now
this.
it's Zahad's concern.
Yes. You scratched out one name, put another. Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
still neat, yeah.
Mhm.
So,
As you all sit there kind of thinking, Cerebel looks at you all and says, "We would also like to reward you all for the endeavors that you have already transpired. We do have access to a few troves over the centuries. So if you would like to peruse 2 items for the party, you all can decide within reason 2 items from the rare, legendary, artifact, or unknown. So,
let me think.
that'll take a little bit. I know that's not something you're going to be deciding right
Wait,
this second. So,
Rare?
Items of rare or higher.
uh-huh.
Ooh.
Up to artifact?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Within reason. Like, the artifact I may ixnay depending on what it is.
Okay.
But
I want a ring of 12,000 wishes.
Sure. Every wish will be unfortunate.
Mm.
I'm gonna just get started on this. Between if removing the node, Abkirk, and crazy places in Crimrise, we are left with the monastery, the mountains, Druntachin, Murphy's home, which is what again?
Spriggan
Hollow.
Yeah.
And lastly is your village, emissary. Would you remind me of the name?
Ambriel's Respite. Yeah. Is that right? Respite.
mm-hmm.
Respite.
Yeah. Tomato, tomato.
By the way, if you do need to get somewhere quicker, you could borrow the teleportation sigil in the node.
Oh, there's one there too. Okay.
We could also, if you wanted to check out the other node, get you there instantly.
Oh, the Acostafo node. The
Yes.
Okay.
That is intriguing.
That is why those sigils
Yeah.
exist.
Go right to that other node. That's pretty straightforward. And that the Acostafo that you've lost contact with that. Is that correct? Right?
No. We still are in contact, but they do need to be made aware of different things, and it has become apparent that somebody is finding these locations. They are not stumbling upon us on accident.
Got it. Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, that does. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Go there, then we can bounce back, right? If it's all okay, but.
What items are you guys thinking about, just offhand?
I was honestly
thinking utility. Yeah.
I was thinking about getting the animated shield for our Barba Bar.
I was thinking about getting you the Defender Greatsword.
Because Well, so I don't know about you.
He can't use a shield in rage.
Well, it's animated. He's not using it. Okay.
Can't use a shield in rage.
Yes, he can.
Twin.
You're thinking of the unarmored defense.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he'd lose his unarmored defense.
Even though he's not
Can't wear.
even though he's not wielding it?
Do you?
You wouldn't.
You don't lose
What?
your
Wait, what?
defense as a barbarian.
Tim, you're muted.
Oops. Yes. I don't know for certain. I thought I still could get both those with the shield, but I could be wrong. Let me see if I can.
I'm gonna double check too.
AC
Yeah.
equals 10 plus Dex mod plus Con mod plus any shield bonus.
Okay, so I can use it. Yeah, he's been using his just he usually goes two-handed, but he has other weapons on him to use a shield if need be. But yeah, he.
What color dragons are we going to be meeting?
Not all of the shepherds are dragons.
But the air islands, that dragon, what color is it?
Yeah, you would we know that?
Or
You're
which
gonna-
one?
The dragon
The
that's
dragon.
being an angry butt.
That one, I think Melt probably knows.
Second. Do.
We could get him a belt of storm giant nonsense.
Yeah.
What about a crystal ball or a carpet of flying?
Carpet of flying. Ooh.
I was thinking Amulet of Plains for
Yeah.
Amulet of Plains would be good.
Yeah.
so we don't know where we're going, but we'd like a way to come back. I think
Mhm.
those aren't bad ideas either.
Yeah.
And the carpet of and the carpet of flying is good, but like Zahad and I weigh so much that we would. I mean, because the
What's
capacity is
your
like.
take, Emissary?
I mean, I'm just saying that's the capacity 800 pounds for the 6x9 carpet. That would like be
I weigh.
me and Zahad.
surprisingly-
Okay. Or you could
Where-
incorporate the carpet of flying into the Winnebago, and we could make that into a flying.
He called it a Winnebago. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's just grab a book of exalted deeds.
Yeah. What about the
Melt could
Eye
use
and
it.
Hand of Vecna? That'll come in handy, right?
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Always have one of those in your pocket, you know.
Mhm.
Just in case.
The dragon's name is Endorveros. ENDORVAEROS.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's
BA
where
what?
this is the dragon. Yeah, sorry. It's like ENDORVAEROS.
AEROS.
Dorvros.
Yes, I thought that was a B, not a V. Okay. Dorveros. Right, we've heard about him several
Yep.
times now.
Yes.
But what color is he?
He is a blue-red.
Yeah.
I played this magic deck. They don't call him Spyro the Purple, do they? Okay, sorry.
Obviously, we need a wand of wonder.
Ooh, what about Hither Thither Staff?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's continue as you guys are looking.
Yeah.
We still have a little bit of time left for
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
I think that we should go with them to the node just to check on ISO
Yeah.
Yeah.
and her kid. And then we can teleport over to Kostafo and then go to Druntachin from there.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
that's
You could also
copacetic.
go straight to Druntachin from the node.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
fair too.
That's true.
Andrew, I'd like to go to the magic shop and just buy 5 level 3 spell scrolls.
Which one are you gonna? What 3 are you getting? And are they
What?
rituals?
Sorry, I just did some grocery shopping.
Yeah. What 3 are you getting?
And I killed him too.
Oh no.
What 3 are you getting?
Oh, I don't think I wasn't gonna pick. I just want to say I had 3 and I can pick them later.
Yeah.
But I guess I was wanting to get one. I want to get at least 2 that we're sending. Do you want one?
Melt
you
has
don't-
sending.
Always?
It's prepared. It's not the always spells. The always spells that I have are
The trick
For-
is that I can hand this to Murphy and then Murphy can cast it.
my always 3rd level spells are Speak with Dead and Non-Detection.
I cut out there for a second. What spell can I cast?
Sending, if I give you a spell scroll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can use scroll. I don't learn that spell myself, but
Do you mind doing deep focus just so I can put it in my book?
Sure, take it.
Thank you.
Then when I watch you cast it, I can steal it myself. Any other level 3 spells just offhand? 1 haste. Going once, going twice.
What
Massive
slow?
work.
I'm
Slow.
Too.
Dispel
Scott.
magic or remove curse if nobody
Only
took
one
them.
of my 5. You guys think I am made of money? No, only about 5. Is there anything else you wish before we leave?
That's good. Back in the back in the car.
When will Mother? When will our people be leaving? Is this in the morning endeavor?
Yes, we will be heading to the node in the morning. We are gathering the last of the supplies, and we're waiting for you.
All right. So, I guess we stay and we eat and no more pie. Melt, no more pie.
No.
And everybody rests up and we leave in the morning. Huzzah.
Sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Gore, sorry, I've been thinking. So, which of these 5 do we feel is the most important here as of now?
Honestly, I think Druntachin with the dragon problem is probably our most pertinent because we've left that alone for several days now.
Yeah, you heard
Checking
about that before you got to Kriegord.
Yeah, so check on the dragon. I mean, check on your dragon and head up to Druntachin. We can hit the library up there too first before you take on the dragon.
If I may, double checking the map. We are not marking this map nearly as much as I'd like. Where is Spriggan Hollow? Where's Ambriel's Respite? Where is the dragon attack currently happening?
Dragon attack. Hold on.
Where was Iso's cave?
Maybe right there.
Yep,
Isis
right around
cave.
there.
Okay.
Dragon.
Put a permanent marker. I did it last time.
We
but I
need
don't know.
tokens.
If
Yeah.
No, just do what I did there with the dragon people.
if memory serves, Andrew,
Like
I
that.
here
Hold on.
looks like dragon attack.
Yeah, it's in that general area.
Okay.
So this is all
nowhere
up in here. Is that whole area?
Mhm.
Is the floating mountains? And so you have villages kind of spotted throughout
Where was Spriggan Hollow? It's like due north, right?
Yeah, Spriggan Hollow's like
Or
right around here.
south, right? Yeah. I think the Emerald's Rest. I think it's probably like maybe a day's away. I would say, so it's not that close to, but it's probably
What's
within
up?
a day's travel.
We can't color on the map while the game is paused.
Okay, 1 second. Done. Fixed.
Yay.
Yeah, so that's kind of where, and then the respite was up in the mountains, straight north of that. Yeah. Yep.
Sorry, because now we need to think about where things are. Actually, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your patience.
Yep. Nope. You're good. No, she's in the magic area, so it's over here.
Over here?
Yeah, right there, give or take.
Okay.
Da-da-da. Guess I can pull up the map so everybody can see that too.
Can you guys see my labels?
Yeah.
And you said yours was Azrael's retreat?
Respite.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay. Dragon Zone.
I mean,
It's a Ambriel, the Steam person.
Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I spelled Azrael. I'm so sorry.
hold on.
That's, yeah,
Let me
Ambriel, yeah.
add to that.
It's AMBRI, yeah.
Whoop. That's not what I wanted.
The Dragon Zone. That's awesome.
I mean, hold on. I need to add a little bit more to that. Angry
the
Dragon Zone.
Exactly.
You should give the dragon a name. Come on.
Fair.
Perfect.
Hold on. Delete that.
There we go. Ambriel's Respite.
Excellent.
Anyway. All right. So, are there any awkward encounters at dinner, Andrew? Or am I blessedly spared my fate until the following morning?
Oop.
I don't have a D10. My daughter's
Then
away with
roll
all my dice.
On the screen where the rest of us can see it.
4. What do I get with
So
a
I'll
4?
make things awkward for you for about 4 hours.
Oh, great. That is not what I was asking about. Thank you for that.
Yes,
Does your
no,
mother
she's
share-
truly a part of the team. This great work.
Yeah.
Yes. I enjoy watching her do the things she does.
Does Ahad get her
He's
mom
trying
to
to
tell
fuck
us
you
like
up.
stories? Yeah.
Oh
Maybe
my
she
gosh.
shares some like childhood
Yeah.
stories of Nasara.
Oh my God, I hope not.
I hope so.
Give me
Carol was
persuasion.
Heck yeah. 6.
Oh.
Inspiration. 17.
She does share some stories, but it's more about her sister and Trag than it is Nasara.
If Zahad brings that up, what happens?
She looks over at Nasara and says, Nasara was always the good child.
Ooh.
She did what her father asked her and always helped out around the village.
That is not what I was talking about, and you know it, Andrew. I'm going to take your silence as yes. I avoid blessedly an awkward encounter. Or you're still deciding because there's only 12 minutes left in the episode. You got to decide fast here, sir. We can't keep diddle-daddling around. It's either the next morning or awkward stuff happens.
Diddle diddle.
Is anybody else doing anything throughout the night?
Zahad his mind palace for like what feels like weeks, like trying to find obscure knowledge about magic items that we may need. Where in person he's barely paying attention and sipping tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're in the. Are we staying in the? Where are we staying at?
It's in the Tavern Inn.
In the tavern. Murphy will kind of bring an end to the evening, seeing as how everyone's kind of gone through this traumatic experience. Is going to pick up a lute if he can find one, or any type of like stringed instrument, and do an impromptu acoustic session to commemorate Kieran.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
And we'll attempt to share a moment with multiple party members if that's what they're up for.
Okay.
I'll lend some thaumaturgy to your. If that's, I don't think that's technically something thaumaturgy can do, but I want to make. Can I make his playing louder with it?
Yep.
Just like I want people to feel it in their souls.
Yeah.
As this is transpiring, Nasara, your mother comes over to you. Are you doing okay?
As well as I can. As I contemplate life, death, and whether or not the council will smile upon my decisions.
Well, if it's any consolation, I think you made the right choice.
Thank you. It is not always clear to me, but I felt it was necessary.
It is a difficult choice at times, when it is presented. You know that.
Have you heard? I know that we've all been incredibly busy and I have not been home in some time, but the repeat trial?
They are set to send letters out at the end of the season. But from everything I have heard, they might let you retake. Have you spoken to him yet?
Big old sigh of relief. You're going, when she says him, do I know that she's
Yes.
talking about the Ganassi?
Mm-hmm.
Of course not. Why would I do that? That's entirely awkward and embarrassing. Has,
He asks about you.
I assumed he would have found himself another betrothed by now.
No.
It will be hard for him to be the elder of this node if he does not have someone to populate it with.
He still holds hope.
Well, I suppose that's good for something. I'm sure that his unshakable faith is what allowed him to pass his trial.
Maybe. Everybody's trial is different. You know that.
Yes, it's an enigma to me, but I suppose that the gods know best, ultimately. Everything that I have done has led me to this moment, and I do believe, or I'm starting to believe, as I glance over at my compatriots, that perhaps that's not as bad of a thing as I once thought it was.
If you had passed initially, you wouldn't have chased after your brother.
We might not have found ISO.
We might not have found out the node and realized only too late that we're being attacked.
The wisdom of the grand design.
Seems someone has a special eye for you.
It is unfamiliar to feel so blessed.
Orochi doesn't share with everybody, but he seems to have done that with you.
I wish that he would share more, although I know that it's a difficult position to put. It's a difficult thing to ask of him when he is ostensibly present in all times simultaneously.
Does make it difficult, but you know Vonkabu tells us to keep the faith.
He is the Lord of Hope, and I am terrified but hopeful for the first time in a long time. So there is that. Would you share a drink with me, Mother?
But of course,
I'm gonna order the hardest dwarven whiskey this place has.
when you order that, Moonbreeze looks at you, raises both eyebrows.
How did you ever get that root bacon?
I did not.
Wow.
But you and your mother enjoy. As she hands you a completely mud-caked, like ale bottle, with intricate carvings. It looks like it's stone. The bottle itself is like stone. And the stopper in of itself, it has a mechanism that has to be twisted and turned several different ways to unlock, using dwarven craftsmanship and ingenuity, as you work on it on your way back to your mother. And you bring it, and she says, I didn't know she had this.
I know, it's the good stuff. It's still got the essence of Edka caked onto it.
It has the casting residue. Yes, it does.
And I assume that I'm able to get the top off. Do I need
Yeah.
to roll for
No.
this?
No. Your mother's there. She can help you with it if you struggled, but you're able to get it off. As you pour it, it pours almost like molasses into the cup, almost like a thick mud rolling down. And your mother raises the glass and tells you, keep your eyes, or may the gods be ever in your favor.
Keep your eyes always on the horizon. And clink, and then
Yep.
we throw back.
Yep.
And I make a con save.
Uh-huh.
That's a 5.
Yeah, as soon as it hits your gut, it is like a lead brick. And your mother catches you as you pass out.
Didn't get her stature, didn't get her constitution. Got a little bit of her attitude.
And she takes you over to the couch and lays you down. And says, "All right, which one of you gentlemen will have a drink with me?" As she holds... Colin, you were muted a minute ago.
I'm drinking tea, sorry.
Okay.
You not hear me?
No,
You're
you're
very,
really
very
quiet.
quiet all of a sudden.
Why are you doing this? Nothing changed.
You want to know what's really funny? My aspect of the moon says I can't be forced to sleep by any means. And I'm also immune to poison. So this is some good stuff, guys.
Am I any better? Am I worse?
You're
Yeah,
better.
you're better.
You're
I haven't
better.
changed anything.
I don't know, Colin.
Cool.
So he's drinking tea.
Mm-hmm. Mostly vodka, but there's some tea.
As
Go
she holds a
on,
glass. Melt? Murphy? Emissary?
I have
All
a
right.
bad.
If
I have a
Zahad,
bad-
will decline. Yeah.
Zahad will, if nobody else will.
I have a bad
Oh,
history
well,
of eating
I'll
and
never
drinking
turn
things
down
here,
free
but
booze.
fine.
Almost as if ignoring Murphy.
Fine.
Terribly sorry. It seems no one else is up to your task.
As she pours 4 more glasses.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's not going to be great.
Emissary, man overboard.
I get behind him to catch him. Yeah.
Come on.
What is my saving? Oh, good. I have a bonus. Boop, boop.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, which one of those?
Melt
nice.
going down.
That's not great. Oh well,
Oh, 2 6s. Yeah.
Yep.
16.
I'll take it.
Zahad, it takes a second. It doesn't hit like a lead brick, but you feel lightheaded as well as it hits you. And Emissary kind of helps you to a chair as you feel your body just kind of go limp and numb.
A few
Murphy,
more
are
of
you
these,
gonna
I'll be in
roll?
rough shape.
Melt, it hits like the lead brick.
But
What do I need to roll again?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Roll for alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll for bad decisions.
Ooh, it's 11.
11. Yeah. It takes it a second longer. You see Melt just collapse, and you look at him as you've taken yours, and you're kind of laughing, and then you fall over face first right next to Melt.
Nice.
As she looks at you, Emissary, and says, "Bunch of lightweights."
I'm still standing.
And she just kind of grins and says, Marquis Zahad, you did
Emissary,
wonderful.
let's go. I could do this myself.
She gives you a peck on the cheek, a pat on the head, and you're out.
I'll bring him upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going after moms now, boys.
And as your mom looks over your group, she says a quick prayer to Bonkaboo, asking for protections and blessings, and that they stave off the dangers brought to you and keep you from Gratanta for as long as they may.
Bonkaboo's the slime god, isn't he?
And
Sand.
that is where we will end this evening, with all but Emissary passed out.
Ooh.
Sure would have gone down to.
I'm bored.
All right. Well, that is it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. I know it was a little bit more lore-rich session, but hey, you made decisions 6 days ago, so
Yeah.
things happened. So,
Yeah.
anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope all your games are as filled with as much shenanigans as ours are. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.